You might be asking yourself, what time is it? Well, it's time for some aquaponic fun. That's what time it is. And today we're going to talk about different ways to start your seeds for your aquaponics. So just stay tuned. Here it comes.
These seeds, you can see I have these right here are covered. This is what I used to do with everything. In fact, this was the cover for all these. These seeds were not germinating that well this time. So what I did is I pulled back the top layer. When I pulled it off, these seeds just exploded with growth. They just germinated, and you see them just jumping right up there. Some of those are pretty tall for just little seeds. They've grown into that paper towel, and that's how their roots are holding the plant up, which is fine. So I can rip the paper towel and plant some of the paper towel. It'll just biodegrade. What I normally would do is I'd have this on top, and this whole tray wouldn't sit here like this. I actually put a light bulb underneath it, and I think I showed that in the last video that I did on aquaponics. That'd have a light bulb underneath, and it would heat the tray, and then I'd get great germination rates. Well, I'd read somewhere that you don't need extreme heat, you just need above 60. And so I thought, well, I'll set the tray here and just see what happens with these seeds, because the ambient air temperature is above 60. Well, it's above 65 normally, or around 65. The point is I set them there and they weren't doing nothing. And that's when I pulled that off. And once I did, that's when there was an explosion of growth. Okay, today we're gonna try something new. I heard about people starting seeds by wicking water up into some soil. So we're going to try that. I got a cup right here. I've drilled a little hole through it, as you can see, just big enough to push this little cloth. It's just to strip off, I think, one of my girls' little pants or something. Anyway, what we're going to do is just twist this end, put it right in here, push it up in there, and for everything I've seen, what people have been doing is about that much, so that way this can actually set down in your water, whatever water reservoir you're using, and pull water up. And then I'll take this end and put dirt down in here and put this about halfway up, just so it's curled nicely down in there, and it keeps the soil moist enough to germinate seeds without overwatering. And what I like is it's autopilot, so you don't have to worry about watering your plants every day. So I'm going to do a few more of these just like this, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how I'm going to fill it with dirt and add the seeds and I'm going to put it in this system, so then I really don't have to come up with anything different as far as a water tray and everything. I got tons of water right here with the aquaponics.
Okay. We got to make sure that the wick is held up before we put the dirt in, because we don't want it just block it all to the ground. What is block anyway? Who knows? Anyway, see, I magically got dirt in there. Woohoo! Real quick. I'm going to fold that over and then put more dirt on top. And so in the wicking process, they'll keep all that dirt nice and wet and away from your seed, because you don't want your seed sitting right on that strip of fabric, or who knows, it might make a suit and you want to walk away, and we don't want that. We want it to stay in the aquaponics system and grow us food. More dirt, more dirt. Ah. And there's the fancy tail. There you see, it's all topped off. Now it's ready. What I do normally is, of course, I keep touching the tail. I don't know why, but I normally put water through there so it's all wet all the way down through that tail. And then I can put the seed right up in there, and water's going to wick up right from there, and add plenty of water for that seed. And hopefully in a week or so, we have a nice healthy plant. Not one like Audrey. If no one got that reference, that's Little Shop of Horrors, but that's okay. That wasn't aquaponics. Anyway, this one's ready to be put down in the system, and I'll show you how I do that here in a second. The way we're going to do this, well, the way I'm going to do this is, of course,
I got rock here. I'm just dumping it. Because I want that cloth clear down in there to make sure that I'm getting water on that cloth. So I'm just going to take it like that. Let that cloth hang down the bottom of that. I'm just going to add rock. Pretty much fill it right back up so my cup don't float. Really. Other than that, you wouldn't really need the rock, but where I use styrofoam cups, I don't want anything floating around and spilling my dirt. But anyway, that's down. You're going to get a wicking. And I don't know if it makes any difference as a seedling or not. I don't know. But I know this is nutrient-rich water because it's, right out of the aquaponics. So, as a young plant, after it germinates, it gets all the benefits of aquaponics at that point, right from the get-go. So, I'm going to do the other ones, the other two, the exact same way I just done that. You've seen that, and then I'll plant the seeds. So we'll be back on that one.
Okay, we're going to speed through this one like lightning fast to the fact that I think that everyone knows how to drop a seed in the dirt and cover it up. If you don't, there's plenty of tutorials on how to plant seeds. What I'm going to tell you about this process is I'm putting 5 seeds per cup to the depth of whatever the seed manufacturer recommended to plant their seeds. No one knows their seeds better than manufacturer, or unless maybe the seed fairy, and everyone knows the seed fairy knows seeds better than anyone else. So that's what you're looking at now, and we'll get through this and then on to other fun stuff.
Okay, as you can see, I've got spinach in there, butter crunch there, and velvet lettuce. Got some collards back there. Everyone planted the same. Over here, as you can see, that one is cabbage, and that's cabbage. The difference between these two, and you can kind of see right here, that one's moist, that one's dry. And the difference is here you can kind of see it right there a little bit. Right there down in that rock is a rope. That one, I tried a rope because I'd seen a video or seen a video, and this gentleman said he used a rope, and any kind of rope would work, and it would wick up water. This one is just like the ones over here. Got just the fabric. The fabric seems to work really good. I tell you, not every rope will wick up water. As you can see, this has been in there for a good week, and it's just dried out. That cabbage obviously isn't going to come up. This here is the rope that I used for that one. It doesn't wick water. So there you go. Not all rope will wick water.
Okay, here's some results. This is cabbage seeds put into the just paper towel method. You can see that they're starting. Here's the cabbage that was put into the wicking method. It's a lot more advanced. They were put in the exact same time, just a little over a week, and we've got pretty good growth on these. They're looking really good on the ones that are planted in the dirt, and they're much more advanced than the ones that are in the little paper towel method in that little Jiffy house. So, interesting to see. We'll see what happens as they advance. I'll keep you posted.